Hey y'all, we are here today, day 11 of the Mass Make March 2023, hosted by Cindy at Studio Lou. If you don't follow her, I'm going to highly suggest you do because she makes some great stuff. I appreciate that she's put together this little challenge for the month. And it has been a challenge for me, mainly because it's a Build Your Ephemera Stash challenge, and I don't have an ephemera stash. I don't keep an ephemera stash, so it's been a new concept for me to build a stash. But I'm enjoying it. It's day 10. I skipped a couple of days in the beginning due to some things going on already on my calendar, but I've been following along since, and it has been really good for me to basically to just create every day. That's a hashtag I use, is create every day. It's a kind of a mindset that I like to stay in, especially, for the beginning of this year. Every year I do a word. Instead of a New Year's resolution, I do a word. And this year my word is create. And so what better way to honor that word than to create every day? So that's kind of my goal. And this is helping me for the month of March for sure. I'm definitely creating every day with this challenge. So I appreciate Cindy for getting it set up and the hard work that she put into it. And I hope that you guys are creating every day as well. So here's where I am with this. Today is button cards. And I think the traditional idea behind this was to make like these cards that your buttons go on, to make up, decorate your own and add some buttons to it. But I don't use button cards in my journal. So I kind of am not so sure that this would benefit me to do it like this. So I'm not doing your traditional button card. I am doing something different. And I will say this. I just finished an hour-long video of me struggling with buttons and cards and thread and ribbon and all this good stuff. I just finished a video and I went to upload it, and my phone crashed, and that video is gone. So I've already done button cards, and since I struggled and my little fingertips are sore from dealing with this needle, I'm not going to do any more. I'm not going to redo this whole video, but I'll show you what I've done. Like I said, I didn't make the traditional button cards, but my idea was to make some journal cards. I'm working on a wine journal, and I have some of these, like I told you in an earlier video, these are some old paintings from a portfolio that I got at somebody was getting rid of, and there's a lot of painting scraps. There were some wine bottles on a painting on this really heavy watercolor or paint paper. So I've chopped those up, and they've made some, my plan was to make some journal cards, and you really can't tell that they're wine bottles, but maybe you can. I don't know. This one you kind of can. To make some journal cards and to sew little buttons on the top of them. So that's what I've done. I created these journal cards, and then I did these two guys. These were from a different painting, obviously. And I sewed some buttons on the top of them with some little foo-foo and fabric. And after, again, struggling with these, I'm calling these done. And I'm calling my button cards done because I like these. I like them a lot, but my little fingertips are sore from dealing. This is really thick paper. And so I'm not going to do these up. I'll probably add some fabric and some foo-foo to them, depending. But I'm not going to add any more buttons to button cards because my fingers are sore. And yeah, so this is my version of button cards. And again, I did a whole video explaining, what I was doing and how I was doing it. And that video is gone. And so here's my video for you. So it's going to be really quick. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say about button cards. Again, I think the idea is, I haven't watched Cindy's video on this yet, but I think the idea is to make the little cards that the buttons go on. But I went a little different way with it because I don't use those cards. So, yeah. So that is my take for day 11 for button cards. I'm just going to mark that I made 2 because I technically only made 2 with buttons on them. And yeah, so tomorrow we're working with greeting cards. If you've watched my Miss Maples storybook journal video, I used a lot of greeting cards in there, turn them into pockets and things like that. And one of them, I used the whole card, front and back, both insides and outsides. And so I have a whole stash of greeting cards that I play around with. And so I think tomorrow I'm just going to kind of play around with the stack that I have. I haven't really given it much thought. But we will be back tomorrow with greeting cards. Again, Mass Make March 2023 is the hashtag. If you're following along and joining us in this fun stuff, be sure you're tagging using that hashtag. And you know what I just noticed? I remembered when I first started this, I was going to use some ink and touch up some gold on the edges of this card. So I'll do that real quick. How's that? Just to add a little sparkle to these cards. Some little shiny gold. So yeah, that'll be that. 2 button cards and a handful of other cards that I can use as journal cards or whatever. I'll probably use them in my wine journal, but since they don't really look like wine, since I chopped them up, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'm going to close this up, and hopefully you guys are following me and following Cindy and doing your own thing for Mass Make March. I've been checking the hashtag, hoping to find new videos. So hopefully if you guys are following this challenge, that you're using the hashtag so we can find you and see what all you're doing. Anyways, enough for that. I will see you guys tomorrow and we will tackle greeting cards. Thanks so much.